Playing heroes are really fun in this game, especially dueling with them, as Battlefront 2 has a combat system that is good but hard to learn. There are a lot of veterans out there that know all this stuff, but to even the playing field, I'm going to share some mistakes that beginners make when they first start playing. All of these tips are really important, so watch until the end, and if you're new to the game, then I promise you will learn a lot. So quickly getting into the video. The first mistake is jumping. So I see beginners use this all the time as a getaway, but it leaves you very exposed. And people know how to take advantage of that. It's not hard. You're easy to shoot down, and you're open to all force abilities, and people can jump swing at you and hit you while you're still in the air. It makes sense, so you can regen health or stamina. So if your opponent isn't a blaster and you're out of range for a jump swing, then it can be done safely. But if you're against a blaster, never do a full jump. Smaller jumps can be good for closing the distance on a blaster. Jump swinging actually gives your lightsaber a big distance to hit someone because you can jump to them quickly, and if you're close to them, then doing quick little jumps, your opponent won't be able to shoot you because they have to go out of the way. The second mistake is not using dodges. A lot of people don't use dodges because they don't realize how important they are. Dodges are essential for evading your opponent's attacks and stringing together attacks on your own. If you don't dodge, then people can just dodge right around you and you'll be exposed, and your opponent can easily get a couple of hits on you. A good player would dodge out of the way and then dodge back so they can land attack on their own. Any sort of good player can do this to you. It takes a while for a lot of people to figure this out on their own. They think they can just easily block all the attacks or easily attack their opponent. It also takes a lot longer to figure out how to efficiently use your dodges. Dodges are great for conserving stamina as you don't have to block because you can just dodge. It's impossible to stay alive while being in a 2v1 without dodges because you will just be surrounded, while if you dodge, you can keep everyone in front of you. One way to get this concept down is by playing blasters. You will just be immediately killed as a blaster if you just stay still. A blaster cannot outdamage a lightsaber. But if you dodge, then you won't get hit and you can shoot at an unprotected hero. The third mistake is using a low sensitivity. Obviously, it's easier to aim with a low sensitivity, and if you're just getting used to the aim, then this is good. But overall, dueling is way easier with a higher sensitivity. You will find all great duelers use a really high sensitivity. This helps you to turn around quickly and block attacks coming from all around you. And it makes dodges way better considering you can turn around really quickly after you dodge. It also helps you quickly see what's around you when running because you can quickly flash your camera around. Overall, it's just a lot easier to be dueling people with a higher sensitivity. The fourth mistake is not conserving stamina. A really critical mistake beginners make is not conserving their stamina. Stamina is the number of times you can block an attack. When that bar depletes, you can no longer attack or block. It regains pretty quickly, but you are still very open to attack for a large amount of time, and you can quickly lose your health. You won't get any stamina back if you don't let go of the attack or block buttons, so make sure you let go of all the buttons. I see a lot of people spamming attack and just completely losing all their stamina, or just blocking forever and not dodging or trying to get some distance so you can regen your stamina. I can't stress how important it is to conserve and be mindful of your stamina, or else you will lose a lot of health. Spamming attacks won't do anything against a blocking opponent, and you have less attacking stamina than defending stamina, so you will run out of stamina quicker. Use your stamina to be dodging around your opponent and to get in hits. This is another thing you have to get used to and just comes down to playing smart. The fifth beginner mistake is wasting your abilities. This one is really simple. Just don't waste your abilities. Abilities help you do a lot of damage and you can chain them together to do even more damage. It's an extremely important part of dueling. You will be at a huge disadvantage without using your abilities correctly. But I see a lot of beginners just using them at the wrong time and just straight up wasting them. Beginners love to use force abilities at the wrong time when people are blocking. Use these abilities when people aren't blocking, as when players are blocking, the abilities aren't going to do anything and your opponent won't lower their block right as you use your ability. It's not going to happen. But you can use your ability on someone with their back facing to you, even if they have their block up. They'll be more unsuspecting, and this is a good time to use your abilities. The sixth and final mistake is not sticking together. So something that makes teams in Heroes vs. Villains a lot stronger is sticking together. Most beginners just go off into battle and then they quickly find themselves outnumbered. If you stick together with your team, then your team will be the ones that outnumber others. When you have people at your back, it is really hard for your opponents to attack you. As soon as they let down their block, they will get demolished if you have teammates around you. If the other team is sticking together, then don't just run in and try to take them all at once. Stay back and group up with your teammates and force the other team to come to you. If you do this effectively, then it will be really easy to win Heroes vs. Villains games. So that's all of the mistakes. Of course, there are more mistakes out there that you can make, but you will get better the more you play this game. Thanks for watching this video, and remember to keep all these tips in mind when playing the game, as it will help you out a lot. If you learned something or just enjoyed the video, then I would really appreciate it if you left a like on this video. And also remember to subscribe so you can see more content like this. See you next time. Bye.